Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be when you miss the things you really don't miss. Think about that for a minute. If you like the content, please subscribe. So guys, this video is for everybody, but primarily for those of you who the relationship has ended recently. And here we go. When the relationship ended, the narcissistic relationship, many times you were discarded, your head was spinning, you were in the fog, you were confused, you were disillusioned, you were betrayed, let down, manipulated. The list goes on and on. But one of the key ingredients to get over narcissistic abuse, specifically in a romantic relationship, however, it can be in a friendship, it can be business, it can be anything, is to understand that many times you will ruminate and you will be missing things that you really don't miss. What that means is your perception of reality for the relationship, during the relationship, it's completely different than what actually happened. Meaning, your memories are going to be confusing you, and you're going to be pining maybe for the narcissist. And I'm not trying to trigger you. I'm just trying to enlighten you and let you know from my experience what I experienced in the past. But there are many times that you're going to think, wow, that relationship was the best I've ever had. It was amazing. It was incredible. None of that is true. Absolutely none of it. Remember, you became attached to the narcissist. You most likely were in the trauma bond and or are still in the trauma bond if this video pertains to you. But my hope is that you're becoming educated and understanding exactly that the relationship was a one-way street. It was toxic. It was a manipulating relationship that did not benefit you. You gave to a fault. You continue to work for the narcissist and for the narcissistic relationship. Keep in mind, you didn't even know what narcissism was back then. It was probably because you found my channel or many other channels, and again, thank you very much for being here, that you became enlightened and empowered, and you understand, you're becoming educated each and every day. But missing the things you really don't miss, this video means you may be thinking, like maybe you're driving your car, or having that cup of coffee in the morning, or getting ready to go to bed, and then a memory will hit you about the narcissist, and you'll be like, oh wow, I remember we used to do that. And then you think, and maybe it's a good memory, it's quite possibly a good memory. And then you think, yeah, that was great, but you know, when we did that, they were on one of their 3 cell phones, or they were getting supply behind my back, or maybe that's the time that you found out that they were cheating on you, or the list goes on and on. Maybe they were manipulating you financially at that time. There are so many ways the narcissist takes advantage of unsuspecting people, and so many ways that the narcissist doesn't care about people. Meaning, remember, they only care about one person. So if you are missing the narcissist at any point, or you were, because let's be real, when the relationship ended, I'm certain you were, and that's exactly where the narcissist wanted you. They wanted you in the fog. They wanted you thinking about them. They wanted you powerless. They wanted you to just be crushed. It's exactly how they wanted you. It's never more evident than if you were discarded, the way the relationship ended. Just go back in time to that moment. You'll understand what I'm talking about. But getting back on track, the narcissist, you don't miss an authentic person or a genuine relationship. If you're honest with yourself and you really, really are just sincere, you will understand that most likely your relationship did not benefit you. You see, the person you met, maybe fell in love with or became a business partner with or a friend, whomever it was, they portrayed themselves to be one person to you until they got all of your resources, or as much of your resources as they possibly could. And then they either discarded you or smeared you, or you discovered that they're not an authentic, genuine person and that they don't have your best interest at heart. So if you really are, like I said, if the relationship ended recently, let's say in a couple months ago or a couple weeks, or you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to put an exact time frame on it. But if it did and you find yourself ruminating or thinking about the relationship, grab that sheet of paper and pen and write down a pro-con list. The pros of the relationship and the cons. And I'm certain you will find the list of cons is much longer than the list of pros. Why? Because most likely you were completely duped and tricked and manipulated. And most of the things that the narcissist mentioned probably will never happen or never did happen. Keep in mind, there are so many different ways the narcissist manipulates people and takes advantage of them. And it's only the people that don't have the education, most times, the people that don't have the education that get taken advantage of. And these people most likely were people pleasers, or didn't have boundaries, or believed that other people had their best interest at heart, or believed in love, like the Walt Disney-esque movie that I described many times in the channel. It's not until you understand that most people don't have your best interest at heart, and that most people do have secret agendas that include you but don't benefit you. It's when you understand that you become more awakened, and you're like, wow, that's so true. This person fits the bill, so does that one and that one. And it's never more evident again, guys. Like, let's say that you're always there for a certain person, whoever it may be. And whenever they reach out to you, you're always answering the phone, or you're texting back, or you make yourself available for them. Let's put it that way. And that's beautiful. But then you find out you need them to be available for you here or there. And are they? No, they're not. Why? Because you're not on the top of the priority list. And they were just using you or manipulating you or taking advantage of you because they could. And because you didn't know that narcissism existed on the planet, or that people like this existed on the planet. It just doesn't need to be a narcissist. It could just be a self-serving person that all they do is care about themselves. It could be anybody. So that's why I mentioned on the channel, continue to become educated, awakened, aware, and empowered. But maintain, grow, build, and adhere to your boundaries. If you don't do it, believe me, people will continue to take advantage of you over and over and over again. And I know that so many of you are growing, building boundaries, and moving forward, and that's beautiful. But when you miss the things you really don't miss about the relationship, it could be anything. Remember, your mind can play tricks on you at times. Yes, it's true, we all know it, but because what you want to do is you want to remember the good times of the relationship, the special moments, and maybe certain times. I'm not going to mention anything specific, but certain times. And that's fine, that's beautiful. If you reframe it though and just say, yes, I absolutely enjoyed that time, it was great. Yeah, it was with the narcissist, and the narcissist turned out to be a narcissist because I didn't know they were one back then. And yeah, they were checked out maybe, but you know what? I had a great time, and that was fantastic. In other words, instead of putting so much attention on the past and the narcissistic relationship, remember, we want to live in the present moment. We do not want to be thinking about the past too much. I understand if you're healing and if you're processing all this, it's going to take time. In your time, you will process it and you will heal with all the inner work, the dedication, devotion, the commitment, and the perseverance. You will make it. I know you will. You will come through the ashes. You will come out on the other side, just like I have and so many other people have on the channel. But for the people that this just ended, the people that it's ended a while ago, you understand what I'm talking about, because you can reframe things and you can think to yourself, yeah, you know, that trip to Tahiti we took, it was incredible and I loved it, but they weren't really there because all they were doing was taking selfies of themselves. And when they were doing that, you didn't realize at the time, you just thought, okay, this person wants to post some pictures or whatever they want to do. But now you have the education, so you can see clearly exactly what happened. And that's beautiful. That's called becoming educated and aware. And that's exactly where we want you to be. Remember, the idea is to get you to that mountaintop, the pinnacle of indifference where you just don't care anything about the narcissist, whatever. All you do is wish them the best, God bless them, and hope they have a good life. That's what I do. And that's exactly what I'm suggesting you do when you are healed, when you have the answers to the questions that you're looking for, when you actually have done the inner work, and when you become just completely present in the moment, and you're fine with who you are and your experiences, and you're not putting so much attention on the narcissistic relationship. Again, I do completely empathize and understand that everybody's different, our paths are all different, but we're all headed in the same direction. But you will, with due diligence and with commitment and drive and perseverance, you will get to the point where you're just going to say, all right, I had to go through that relationship. I had to get to where I am today. And you know what? At the time, I did not want to have to heal. I did not want to be discarded. I did not want to have to go through what I went through when I was isolated, alone, and I had to dig in deep to make sure that I stayed here on this planet called Earth. When you do that, and you come through the fire, and you understand, wow, I am absolutely incredible. I'm amazing. I am so much more resilient than I even knew, and I'm beautiful and I'm loved, and I have so much to offer, not only myself and those loved ones around me, but the planet. When you get there, it's the best feeling in the world, I can assure you, and many of you are there. And please drop comments below if you know what I'm talking about. It's an absolute beautiful awakening. It's as if nobody or nothing can steal your beautiful bright glow away from you any longer, and it's true. It's 100% true. The whole idea to get there, though, is to put the work in and understand that maybe there are times when you are missing the narcissist, or you miss all the get-togethers, whatever you had. I'm not going to mention them exactly. Excuse me. And that's fine. It's completely acceptable. I get it. But if you really are authentic with yourself and you say to yourself, well, you know, I miss all these people and the events or whatever I did at the time, watching the kids grow up, whatever it was. But the narcissist, I don't miss them. because they weren't there for me. And all they did was gaslight me, stonewall me, throw rage fits at me, and just completely crush me. And they knew it the whole time. And no longer do I tolerate that. So that's my whole point. Depends where you are in the healing path, how you look at the relationship. But again, if it ended recently, I understand you have a long road ahead of you. God bless you. You're going to be fine. Continue to become educated on my channel and many others, and continue to learn and grow and understand that it wasn't your fault. That is imperative. You get that. It wasn't your fault. You were manipulated and you were taken advantage of. And for those of you who are well on the healing path, and you understand you're in a good space, maybe you've relocated, you understand exactly what happened, and every once in a while a thought pops in your mind. I know you know what I'm talking about because I'm with you. But when that happens, it's like, yeah, this and this was a great memory, and I will always cherish it. But that and that weren't, and I respect it, and I actually understand it and embrace it. So it's not all kumbaya, but it's not all doom and gloom. You have to find a happy medium, a happy place in the middle, a gray area, which is something the narcissist can't do. Remember, the narcissist sees in black and white, good and bad. That's it. They don't have a gray area. You have one. Find it, utilize it, and understand from it. Guys, I hope you liked the video. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay blessed. Stay on the path. Continue to become educated, awakened, and aware. God bless you. I love you more than words can say. And remember, if you find yourself missing what you don't really miss, just think about what I'm saying there. You know, you should be missing things that benefited you. Let's put it that way. It's probably the best way to close the video. God bless you. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great afternoon. Bye.